71 of these guys, 71 recruited a direct. Okay, guys, that's how we, and we're going to break that this month. We're already over 80 recruits and 60,000 in the base shop. We're going to do what nobody does in December because of these are my heroes. This is my wife. This is why I work so hard. They're not my family, they are family to me. So give it up for my team, guys. Why are you so always so excited? Man, guys, because I have an unbelievable life. Guys, I have an attitude of gratitude. That's what attracts people. The biggest thing you got to write down is have an attitude of gratitude. Just be grateful about life. See, guys, I'm so fired up right now. I have the best partner in all of Pride America. My girl is a soldier. She's not behind me. She's not in front. She's side by side. Guys, Franny, look, this is definition of partnership. She does whatever it takes to get the job done and doesn't question it. If she has to go in the field, if she has to be in the office, if she has to deal with whatever, she's there. See, guys, it's bad cop, good cop. She takes all the crap and I take all the recognition. It's not right to not recognize my girl and how proud I am that I married this girl. And honestly, I'm just so grateful, guys. I have Mario Arrizon the third coming on the way. You're my motivation, guys. You find things why to get motivated. And look, guys, I'm going to give you guys a lot of hope. I grew up in Pacoima. I have a big old Pacoima on my back. I'm just messing with you. Right? But I grew up in Pacoima, guys, and I used to work at the swap meet, making $1,000 a month, working my butt off. While other kids played sports and they stayed after, I had to help my parents. I was that kid selling flowers and teddy bears in the corner to help my parents, to pay the bills, guys. My parents got separated when I was 5 years old. When I was 5 years old, they got separated. I didn't understand that. I understand why I couldn't play sports and I couldn't do nothing. I had to work to help my family out. But look, guys, thank God for that. See, guys, by doing that, it made me develop tough skin and mental toughness. And look, guys, I used to make $1,000 a month at the swami working my butt off. And then at weekends, I had to work weekends. And sometimes it's windy like it is right now, Kurt. And we had to take the tarps off. And the sun was hitting us. And man, we got like super red and all tanned up. And I used to go Monday to school. And like, hey, Mar, you went to the beach? I'm like, hell no, falls at the swami getting better. Imagine that, guys. But look, I hated that when I was young. But thank God for that. And look, guys, my very first look, my mom and dad knew school wasn't for me. I was going to college just to impress my parents because that's all they ever knew because they're employees. Go to school, get a good job, stay secure job, make sure you save your money, and that's all they knew, so they wanted me to follow that track, but I was that kid that would come home, Kurt, and I'm like, look, Mom, I got a D-, and instead of getting mad, she's like, yes, Nico, you passed, right? She was excited. See, guys, I wasn't the best at school, so I came home one day, and my dad's like, hey, Nico, come here. I'm like, what's up, Dad? He's like, I got you a job. I'm like, doing what, Dad? He's like, tú no más firma, cabrón. I'm like, oh, dang, I signed up, right? Because Hispanics are violent, man, I'm telling you. We tell you once and the second time, bam. So I was with my friend, I didn't want to get hit, so I signed up. I'm like, shit, what is this? I don't care, I'm signing up. And then my very first aunt meeting, guys, I didn't know what this was all about. I didn't know how you're supposed to dress. So I went all ghetto to the aunt meeting. Good at it. I had earrings, Timberlands, baggy pants, and the freaking lady set me right in the front. And poor Art Carey, I wanted to do the presentation. Every time you look at me, like, damn, who brought this kid here, right? And like, what the hell? He was mad. Like, what the hell you guys sit in the front, right? And guys, he made me feel really special afterwards because right away, he pointed, hey, come here, man, let me talk to you. I'm like, damn, this guy sees something in me. And it wasn't that, he wanted to take me away from the crowd. That's something, right? And he told me, look, Mario, I'm like, man, Mark, this is true, man. And you know how you guys helped my dad? Like, man, I'm going to be big here. You tell me, but I don't want to work with anyone else. I want to work with you. What do I got to do? And he's like, look, Mario, talk is cheap. There's so many young people that come here and say they want to win, and by tomorrow they quit. He's like, show me you deserve to work with me. Bring 10 people by next week, and I'll work with you. I'm like, 10? I can do that. Boom. I got a lot of my friends, and girls and guys. I'm like, dude, there's a lot of hot guys there, a lot of hot girls. Get in the back of the throne, right? And that's what I did. And when we got there, they loved it, and a lot of them signed up. In 2 weeks, I hired 10 directs. See, high expectations are everything. And it's not like, hey, all right, I got my 10 racks. Can I start school now? Can I work with you? He's like, no. Anyone can do it once. Do it again. Well, I didn't know any better. I'm like, dude, is this guy pulling my chain or I have to do this, right? I'm like, dude, there's only 20 at the hot meeting. Tell him my mind. I'm like, this guy's serious? So I did it again. And my second week of the business, I had more people there than the whole hot meeting. That was my team. But I didn't know any better. See, high expectations are everything. It's not just for you and your family. See, if I had weak thinking, and I think 30,000 base shop is big, I would hurt my people. You understand that? Look, my guys walk into our bake shop. I don't even show them the leaders. I try not to, if we're winning number one, I try not to show them that because I don't want them to think they're doing good. You understand that? See, because look, guys, you join a team that does 10,000 in premium compared to a team that's doing 100,000 in premium. You get a Juan Jimenez that's a super stud. Where's Juan and Cindy? Get up here. Look, you get this problem. They did 14,200 in 2 weeks. Okay, so look, he joins any other team that's doing 10,000 in premium, he won't do 14,000. You understand that? Because he's going to think he's a double stud if he just does 3 or 4. Right. And they're going to parade him like he's the biggest thing.